Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through all of the books that I've read in August and what I thought about them. So during this month, I was actually filming a YouTube video where I did it was supposed to be a 24-hour readathon of a series of unfortunate events. However, it just ended up being extended and extended and extended because I wasn't feeling well. And in the end, I decided I failed the challenge. The challenge succeeded. However, the last three books that I read were like at the very beginning of August. So I read books 6, 7, and 8, and I'm going to talk about those ones first. So to begin with, then we have the Ersatz Elevator. I really enjoy this one because I really like Esme Scholar as a character. I know she's kind of the bad guy and I'm not supposed to like her that much, but she's so iconic, and especially because of like how she's portrayed in the TV show. Love it, love it. So I really like Esme. What's his face? Forgotten his name. Jerome, that's it. Jerome, her husband. I like him. Like, he's really lovely. He's really sweet, but he's just a bit of a coward. Just like stand up for everybody, like please. However, I really like the Quagmires in this one as well. I'm trying to like say that's following the plot. I just thought the plot overall was like very good, and I really like all the characters in this one. So it was a very strong one. Then I read The Vile Village. This one I also really enjoy as well because I quite like Hector and like the whole like atmosphere. Like, it's very like gothic and spooky and like somber, but also like so random. Like, it's kind of humorous at the same time because of how strange the village is. But yeah, in this one I really liked the kid's relationship with Hector. I thought he was so lovely, and the flying contraption as well. That's so cool. I think it's such like a good cliffhanger. I mean, they're all really good cliffhangers, but I especially love this one. It's always very memorable to me, no matter how much I reread them. But yeah, I also really enjoyed Isadora's couplets as well, rhyming couplets in this. I thought they were a really good way of like tying everything together. The last one that I read before I gave up on the challenge was The Hostile Hospital. This is another one that I quite enjoy. These were all three really good books because I really like, again, how random everything is in this one. Like, you've got the VFD, like the volunteers fighting disease, and they're going around singing their songs. And then you've got I can't remember his name, but the guy who looks after all like the records and the paperwork and things like that. He's so like, I feel so bad for him that he gets tricked. Like, he's so sweet and so lovely. And just like there was quite like high stakes in this one. But I don't like it as much as the other ones. Especially like the ending. I think there's better cliffhangers in the series. I do like it overall though, so I would definitely recommend it still. The next book that I read was actually on the Kindle, and it was Murderboard 2 by Alicia Lloyd. This is the second book in the Murderboard series, and it's called A Glimpse of Us. You could tell that Alicia's improved a lot as a writer. She's only 17 right now, and I think she wrote this one actually quite a while ago. But there was a lot of improvements. So this one is very dark and twisty and emotional. She incorporates board games that are like, usually fun, we enjoy them, into more of like a fantastical world almost, where all the detectives that were supposed to be solving this case have been whisked away, and now they have to complete all these board games to win against the voice, who's actually also the killer from the beginning. And it's a great concept, it really is, and I can definitely see a lot of growth. I've read all of Alicia's books now, and they're all quite good for such a young author. I would definitely recommend her first fictions over her novels, just because her novels she wrote, I mean, mainly with Murderboard, she wrote those a long time ago now. So like, if you do read them, keep that in mind. Like, they're not new. She was younger. But like the ones that she's writing at the moment, they're so good. I'm reading The Plant Pot as like an early copy right now, and I'm really enjoying that. That one is actually up for pre-order if you want to pre-order that one on the Zon. I can't remember how much it is. So yeah, but The Plant Pot by Alicia Lloyd. And yeah, the final book that I read last month was Dead Loud by Emma Smith. Now, technically, I read it on my Kindle because it was an ARC read. However, I pre-ordered all the paperbacks because she's done a surprise double release. Dead Nice is out on the 12th, which I think I think this one might be coming out on the 12th actually. So happy release day. But yeah, so I've not like actually been able to like read through, because there's like graphics and things like that in the paperback. that just isn't in the ebooks because it's way harder to do that. And I'm gonna have to reread it at some point because like even just flicking through now, there's some really really beautiful graphics that I want to see. I feel like it kind of like, I don't know, gives you a completely different reading experience. Yeah, so Dead Loud is like the second in a series of like a trilogy, but you can also read them like as standalones and like whatever order you want. So you've got options there. But it does follow on from like a book that I've already read. Like I know the characters very well. I know Vivington. Like I wasn't going into it completely blind. I really did like it though. Like I was genuinely like trying to figure out how it was going to end. And I couldn't guess. I did not guess correctly. And there's a part, I'm not going to even say what it is. I'm an animal person. And oh, it got me. It got me. There was a lot of places where I was like, Emma, you did not. Like, it was very good. The jumps in this were amazing. And it's left me very excited for book 3, which I have started. I'm reading the paperback now. I've been struggling with my Kindle recently. And I'm a good chunk into that. I think I'm like a quarter of the way through. It's just such a strong series and it's very underrated because it's indie published. But I mean, as you can see, like the cover's beautiful, like, and that's full of graphics and it's just a really, really good read. So if you like more of like a mystery kind of thing, this is perfect. So those were all of the books that I read in August. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm a little bit annoyed that I didn't manage to read more because it, you know, that was a very quick video to film. That wasn't that much to talk about. But yeah, and hopefully in September I will be reading more. Cool, that's the video done. Love ya.